Albion. Desperate men take desperate measures. Centuries ago, on an island girted by a churning sea, the mist descended. Choking fog filled the forests and reduced the sun to a feeble glow. Villagers banged on deerskin drums and lit great fires to ward off the mist each night, but still it crept in, tendrils of vapour slithering through thatch and rickety walls. Children were taken first, grabbed by unseen hands from within the fog, their plaintive wails muted by the miasma, accompanied by gibbering, inhuman shrieks. As the mist thickened, grown men and women were claimed as well. From some villages, men went out into the dripping forests, bronze axes in hand, determined to rout the monsters that plagued the shadows. Those few that returned were blank-eyed and bloodied, muttering about demons of shaped shadow. Only the soothsayers, long dismissed as fanatics and fools, seemed immune. They strode through the mist with impunity, wreathed in oak leaves and mistletoe. As the villagers despaired, it was the priests who rallied them, told them what must be done to lift the terrible curse. The soothsayers led parties of shivering souls to mountain quarries, burning human effigies to ward off the miasma while the masons worked. At their command, great stone pillars were hewn. More were gathered, lending their muscle to drag the huge stones across hills and valleys, log rollers splintering beneath the weight. Each night the labourers cowered in a circle of flaming yew branches, laid out in eldritch patterns, and tended by the soothsayers, guttering as the mist probed the defences. From beyond the edge of the light came the hissing and chittering of the creatures that dwelt within the fog. Finally, after many days, the priests called the sweating procession to a halt. They set to work, heaving the stones upright, bid by the soothsayers to shape them into a great circle. When the work was complete, the priests bid the people perform one final task. Another human effigy was built, greater than any before. The exhausted villagers watched in confusion as the priests climbed atop the pyre, the first of their number bearing a burning torch. A wail went up from the terrified onlookers when the torch fell. As the priests were consumed by the flames, their intentions were made clear. The sun, long hidden, lanced through the clouds, aligned with the new stone gateway. As the clouds boiled away, so too did the mist. Skeletal, eyeless figures lurking within its depths were revealed for an instant before they too faded with a hiss, as of water on hot stone. The people lingered for a time, dazed and directionless, before drifting away to return to deserted villages and neglected fields. In the centuries that followed, frauds and imitators claimed the mantle of the priests, but none ever regained their knowledge. The purpose of the great standing stones was forgotten, as was the art of their construction. The Druids had planned as best they could. The stones would last for millennia, but the day approaches when even they will crumble.